crowd of people.
Yeah, at least 5 tall ones that were like right with.
Yeah, full regalia and everything. I'm like, are you serious? What is this? All right, just back up. So, okay. And are you two actually married?
Yes.
Okay, so they're husband and wife, and like I said, I've never met him before. I don't know anything about him. I do not look on your Facebook pages. I already know more than I need to know in most cases, so I'm not looking. Okay. So, anyway, all right, well, let's get in there. You want to see what they have to say for you?
Sure.
Okay, I got to disconnect for you a little bit, because now I'm like worried, going, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, what are they going to tell her? And this is going to be a big issue on the way home. So, I don't know,
I want to know something.
oh, it's you, okay. So, he's more worried about, okay. All right, well, let's go ahead and connect to you and see what we have going on here. And this is kind of fun. And please do understand that if it was a private reading, we'd get very in-depth about what's going on. And there would be more question time and more answer time and things like that. So this is more go around and see what they want you to know. So I want to completely disconnect from him and ask that all the cords be cut. And because I realize no matter how many times I cut the cords, you two are connected. So there's going to be that roundabout connection as well. All right, so as we go in, I'm going to ask your guides to come forward. Okay, the first thing off of my, and now it makes sense to me, okay. First thing they come to you is that, and they tell me that you're overwhelmed. And I instantly realize that I do know that in real life as well. Okay, does it make sense to you? Mm-hmm. Because of school, okay. But they shot it at me first, so I will understand that. And I'm going to ask them if they can get a little bit deeper, a little more, I guess you'd say more validating with that, because that was something I actually did know as well. But in all honesty, I'm not thinking when I'm connecting. I'm just waiting to hear what I have to hear. Okay. Evan, do you actually serve a lot of macaroni and cheese? Because they go, enough with the macaroni and cheese already. What's the deal with the mac and cheese?
It's easy and quick.
Okay.
The kids love it.
Okay, well, as long as everybody's happy with it, but they bring it up and they're joking like, enough with the mac and cheese. All right, so they're on that, and they back it up with the PB&J too. So, okay. Does that make sense? That makes sense to you?
But he asked for it every day.
Okay, well, we'll get to that, because they're just giving you a hard time. They're just poking you in the ribs. They know how hard you're working and what you're doing. So I'm going to ask, because I know that you are in school, it's for nursing, right?
Yeah.
Because I know that you are in school for nursing, I'm going to ask them if there's anything in particular they want to convey to you as far as your career path or what's going on with you that can be a little bit more specific. Okay, they do want me, now is this your first year in nursing school? Yeah. Okay, because they're bringing up year 2, and they're, don't shoot the messenger, okay? I'm going to back up just a little. They're going to tell you that it's going to get harder, but they want you to know that you're going to sail through year 2. It's actually going to be harder coursework, but there's something that's going to shift within you that's going to make it, and you'll sail right through it. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I mean, it doesn't mean you don't have to study, but they're telling you that while you're in your head thinking and knowing that year 2 is going to be harder, there's going to be this help with you as well. They do want me to remind you, and I don't know why they're telling me this, but they need me to tell you that prayers work. Okay, does that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
Okay, they're just letting me know that, I don't know what you do as far as praying, or if somebody's told you they don't work, they're telling me to tell you prayers work. Okay, and that you can use that for school too. So, just so you know, you can pray over your test paper, you can pray over everything, and that's fine as well. Okay, they also want me to bring up the fact, and I know this for a fact, but I don't know how they say this, that you know, and that it is true that Jesus has a sense of humor. Okay, does that make sense to you?
Yep.
Okay, because I know it's true, but I didn't know if you know. He has a very wicked sense of humor. It's hilarious. Okay, so just know that the funny things that he says and does really are true. Who had a birthday recently? They show me birthday cake candles on a birthday cake. You don't have anybody recently that just did a celebration or actually had candles on a cake?
How recent? Mine was in November, but his was in December.
Okay, let me ask. I would probably say the closer would be the better. Let me ask why they're bringing that up. Okay, and the only reason why they say they brought that up is because it kind of wasn't celebrated the way you really would have wanted to. Does that make sense to you? Okay, that's the only reason. And they're just telling me, don't worry about that there will be plenty more, and that you'll have more opportunity to celebrate the way you want it to. I want to ask them to go back to your schooling, because I know that's huge in your life, and see if there's anything in particular they want to show me with that. And their answer is quite honestly no. You're on the right path, and they're letting me know that you're going to be awesome. Do you have actually, just a yes or no, do you have an area in particular of nursing that you are hoping to go into? Just yes or no. Okay, because they're showing me ICU or some kind of intensive nursing program. Does that make any sense, or is that off?
There is something, but it's not
Okay.
necessarily.
Okay, just know that when they bring that up, when I ask that may be an area that you go into that you're not really planning on going into right now, but it could come up. And if it does come up, let me ask if you're supposed to pursue that or push it aside. They actually tell me they won't know till you get there. Okay, so what area in particular, if you don't mind me asking, that you plan on going into?
OB.
Okay. All right, why did you bring up ICU? Okay, thank you. When I ask why they brought up ICU, and I see an ICU unit, okay, they're telling me because you're going to see things in that rotation that are going to change your heart. I don't know how. All I know is that the hair is standing up on my arms. And what that's going to mean to you, it doesn't mean it will change your career path, but it will change something in your heart when you work in that path. So just be open and aware and watching and listening if you do a rotation in that area. Okay. Do you know if you're ever going to have to do that?
I don't know.
Okay, if it comes up, just take it in stride. It's not a bad thing at all. It's just going to be a very moving thing and a very important thing as far as your nursing and your path as far as a helper of people. Okay, and let me ask if there is. Do you know what tasty cakes are?
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Because they're bringing out tasty cakes, and they're just showing me a box of taste. I'm not even going to go there. I'm sorry. I don't know if this is something you hide them, and so other people can't get to them, or what it is. But they're showing me the hidden tasty cakes. So, does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you actually hide them?
I have to. Do you know?
I gotta open my eyes for that. And the funny thing is I had just been introduced to tasty cakes 2 days ago.
Oh, we're from Philly. And that's
I never even knew what they were until somebody showed them to me. So that's okay. You hide those tasty cakes, put them under the bed, put them wherever you need to go. And does a dog sleep in your bed with you? Do you have a dog?
If he counts.
No. This is have you had one that's passed?
No.
Okay,
We've
I don't know
had
why they.
several dogs in the house, but
Okay, I don't know why they just showed me a dog jump in the bed in between you. So this can be maybe a spiritual dog. I do not know, but we're just going to leave that at the tasty cakes because I thought that was funny. Okay, let her have the tasty cakes. Yeah, because we know they're not good for us, right? But we do it anyway. We do a lot of things that aren't good for us, so that's okay. And let me just take one quick look and see if there's anything else. Okay, they just want to let you know that your guides are actually very proud of you. Did you actually have almost like a difficult decision, or you weren't quite sure that you wanted to go into nursing, and then the decision came to you and you made it and jumped in? Mm-hmm. Okay, because they're telling you you're doing the right thing, that you listened, you're doing the right thing. And he told you too? Mm-hmm. That's what you need to be doing?
Yep.
And you, yeah, like you know everything. Like, yeah.
She hates it.
Yeah, so you got it. She got it, but they want you to know that if you have any doubts, you are on the right path of what you need to do. And I'm curious if hopefully we'll keep in touch in the future when you do go through that rotation to see what that big heart moving thing was. And it may only make sense to you. You don't really have to share it with anybody, but it will be it'll move your heart and it'll change your life. So that's pretty cool. I like tasty cakes. So shout out to the Tasty Cake Company. Oh girl, I don't know how you eat those things. I tried one and I ended up with that second one that's in the pack, and I called my daughter out and said, do you want this? And she had come out with a pack that she had taken out. She says, no, that's enough. And for a 10-year-old to say no thank you for another sweet, yeah, so you go, girl, if those are your,
Depends on what kind you get.
I don't know, they were like vanilla or something, but that's some powerful sugar in a tasty cake. Oh boy, they do give me some crazy stuff. So, okay, with that being said, you are definitely on the right path. And so, like I said before, I know a little bit about her. I do know that she's in school. I do know that she's doing a nursing program and that it is very intense. But I don't go in there looking at her thinking, all right, I know she's in school. What do you want to give me? Nope. I just go, what do you have to say? And they said she's overwhelmed. I'm like, and then it hit me, I already know she's in school. So I like to have more validators behind that. What are you laughing about, Smarty Smarterson?
That is spit something out of it.
I know she will. She'll tell me all about later, and then I'll have
I'm
you.
just thinking they can't get any more validated about the tasty cakes. I mean, being,
Like I said, I didn't even know what they were till like
Hiding
2 days
them.
ago. My daughter's like, we have these at school, and can we get some at the store? I'm like, yeah, you can get some. I'm thinking they're sweets. I'll like them. I'll eat them. But boy, those are some sweet cakes.
Sold me on the mac and cheese.
And the mac.
Sold me on the mac and cheese and the PB&J.
We are so done with mac and cheese. My daughter's 10 or 11, and she's 11, and we're just pretty much done with mac and cheese at this point in our life. It's not very often because she's just sick of it. So if you said that to me, I'd say, well, probably maybe once a month.
Yeah, I personally am sick of it.
Yeah. So try some hot sauce in there. All right, who's the next victim? Who wants to go? Are we coming to you?
Sure.
We're gonna go back across.